Hello, Cancers, and welcome to my channel. This is a reading for the month of May. It was supposed to be a general reading, but after doing the spread, it seems to me as if it's more of a love reading. So let's begin. All right, just so you know, I'm using the Celtic spread, 10 cards, okay? For which universe tells me about your current situation and the influences around this situation and the new future and the more distant future. All right, Cancer. The universe is telling me that this is where you are right now. Okay, you've got a tower in your life, and tower in your life, it's not a very pleasant stage in your life. Okay, so perhaps you're experiencing some disappointment. You've been very, very hurt by some situation or someone in your life. Okay, you feel like you're at the bottom. Okay, that you are questioning your life, your people in your life. You're questioning the world. You lost faith. You have no faith in the universe. Okay, because you were perhaps hurt, rejected. You experience a very, very huge disappointment and something that you did not expect. It came out of the blue. You did not expect it. You did not see it coming, and because of this, it creates a big shake-up in your life. Okay, perhaps your inner world is a mess, and you are emotionally dead right now. Okay, but Cancers, I want you to know that in order to get from one stage into your life to another, you have to go through this tower moment in your life. It is a natural, um, you know, phase in the journey of a human life. Okay, sometimes we have to let it go. We have to get rid of people that don't serve us anymore, or we need to get rid of the patterns that we tend to repeat in our life. Okay, it is very painful, but after a tower in your life, there's always a new beginning. Okay, so you gotta think of that when you experiencing this tower moment right now in your life. Now, what is not going to help you in this situation, Cancer, is the universe telling me of Ten of Swords, acting like a victim. Okay, I know you hurt. I know that you've been feeling betrayed. Just like the guy on the picture, you are emotionally dead. But this is not the way to get over this situation. Okay, because as you can see, with the darkness, when the darkness comes to the end, there is a new day. So you got to think of that and pull yourself together, Cancer. There is a new day ahead of you. Now, subconsciously, the creation of the tower in your life could have been influenced by something you are not aware of. Okay, about yourself. Perhaps some of your, I believe this could be your personality trait, because the next card that I got is the Knight of Swords, something that you might be not aware of, but what contributed somehow to the tower moment in your life. So it looks to me like the universe is telling me that perhaps some of your personality traits are a bit like the Knight of Swords personality traits. And this person, Knight of Swords, he is a very impulsive person, very harsh in his actions. Okay, when he's got a goal ahead of him, his mind is so set on it that nothing can get in the way of him succeeding. So when he's on his way to get his goal, he doesn't listen to anyone's opinions. He's neglecting his friends or people around him, their opinions, their feelings. Okay, he's quite selfish sometimes in his approach, just because he wants to succeed at any cost. All right, and he's very impulsive. He is not afraid of any danger ahead of him, but the problem with him is that sometimes he doesn't assess the situation, and when he approaches the danger, he's set for failure. Okay, because he acts before he thinks. All right, and this could be your personality traits that led to this tower moment in your life. Okay, now let's have a look at what kind of situation actually um, led to this tower moment in your life, this suffering you're going through right now. And it is the love, of course. We got the lover's card, all right? And the lover's card indicates that perhaps you've met your soulmate, someone you connect with on an intellectual and emotional level. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I gotta let my cat in, and then I will continue. Come in. Stop moaning. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. So basically, you might have met a soulmate in your past, and because of your actions, you were acting like Knight of Swords. Perhaps you threw some harsh words, or you said something to your soulmate, to your partner, that might have created this tower in your life, okay? Because you were impulsive, because perhaps you lost your temper, you did not listen to their needs because you wanted what you wanted, and you neglected how they felt. And perhaps because of that, they walked away, or you had a big disagreement, big row, and you both ended up at this situation where you are right now. Okay. Or this could also mean that the reason why you end up having that tower with your soulmate, with your partner, or whoever you're dealing with, is because your value were not in line. You, as the Knight of Swords, you had a different vision. Okay, you wanted what you wanted, and you didn't see eye to eye. So your soulmate perhaps walk away, or this caused some kind of a big disagreement between you that ended up in the tower moment. Okay, and where is your energy going right now? Well, right now, to my surprise, where you putting most of your energy is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so right now you feel like you've put a lot of effort, a lot of work into this soulmate connection, and you're just waiting for your rewards. Okay, because you feel like, well, why should I be doing anything? I've done a lot of work. I'm just gonna wait and see if she loves me. She's gonna come back, etc., etc. So this is how you're feeling right now. You're patiently waiting for this person to perhaps change their mind, come back to you. You feel like you've done everything you could have done in this situation. Now you're just patiently waiting. And the new future, but it's not set in stones, all right? Is the Two of Cups. So in the near future, you will have a mutually balanced partnership, relationship. Perhaps you'll be back with your soulmate, okay? And this time, this will be stronger, your relationship, because the lion ahead indicates how strong this partnership is, okay? Based of mutual understanding and trust. How are you approaching your situation right now in order to get to your goal? And your goal is obviously love. Um, you are using your strength. The strength card indicates that you are right now trying to tame and perhaps um, raging animal within you. Okay, so this woman in the card, she's got a connection with the animal, which indicates she knows how to control her emotions. She knows how to control her temper. Okay, so this is what you're doing right now. And the environment you're surrounded by is the star. Okay, so perhaps you are surrounded, your environment around you or within you is becoming more balanced. Okay, you're becoming stronger with the 8 stars around. Okay, and this woman's got one of her legs in the water, which indicates she listens to emotions more, her intuition. But the other leg is on the ground, which basically symbolizes she still obviously uses common sense to make decisions. But in overall, this is a new birth, being reborn, a transformation. Perhaps you're going through from this, Knight of Swords. You've experienced Knight of Swords to the person who can, control the emotion, control this animal within them. And so obviously these cards are, I think, are beautifully connect, which is nice. And what does the universe want to know, you Cancer? The universe want to tell you that, the biggest answers, answers to the biggest questions lies within you. They do not lie in the outer world, but inside of you, within you. So perhaps you need to do some soul searching for you to find the answer. Okay, and perhaps for you to focus more on emotional growth, spiritual growth, rather than the materialistic world. And if you do all of this, if you learn how to control your emotions, if you learn how to be more balanced in your life, spiritually, intellectually, and emotionally, if you learn how to not lose your temper and not act impulsively, okay, and if you learn how to think before you act, um, obviously all of this would happen if you look inside yourself, and you will become in the future the King of Cups, because this is your future card. And the King of Cups is a master of of balance in life. He can balance his emotional world with intellectual world. Okay, he the master of taming the animal within him. Okay, no one can master his emotions as much as the Knight of Cups. Apart from that, he is a very good king. He uses his compassion, his love to make decisions, but he's also very wise. Okay, so perhaps all of the things I've told you about taming animal within you, not losing your temper, things that perhaps cause the tower moment in your life with your partner, this will help you to get to the near future, right? And have this mutually balanced offer of love. But this can only happen if you, learn how to control your emotions. And more than that, if you learn how not to be impulsive. Okay, and I know Cancers that you are very lovely people, because I've got a few Cancer friends. um you're very friendly, you're very caring, you always put other people first, even if you're sad. But then sometimes if someone step on the wrong foot of yours, you can just lose your temper like that. And I'm a Taurus, so now I can absolutely understand where you're coming from when you do that. Um, but I also learned in my life that it's important to learn how to control this beast within us. It will make your life easier, and it will for sure help you to have fewer towers in your life and more love and balance in your life. All right, thank you very much, Cancers, and thank you for listening. And I hope you will tune in next month as well. Please give me a thumb up, no thumbs down. Oh, oh, oh. Bye.